Yes. A valid signature, right. Signature verification training, yes. Local law enforcement officials trained to identify forgeries. Could you get me all of those in law enforcement? Right. That are employed? Yes. Well, let's say you allow for voters, right, to use forgeries to vote in elections. We spent all that money on all those volunteers, right, that went through your training. Yes. And we spent all that money on law enforcement, and you refuse to acknowledge any forgeries of any court document. Now, when I tell you, Sheriff, you're going to get sued. Any individual that is signature verification trained, yes, that has been sought out by any county elections department, yes, to be trained to identify forgeries, those sheriff's departments, those police departments, and those county officials, yes, that did seek out signature verification training. Their knowledge of any forgery of any court order means they're personally liable. I'm suing every county official in every elections department in every county. Now you had to be total fucking assholes again. Now, emergency. Oh. Comparison of the two signatures done according to the adopted standards for signature verification. Does anybody know what the adopted standards for signature verification is? Any state of any Secretary of State of any state of the United States? Why don't you get me every employee of every state of the United States that has been signature verification trained so as to be able to identify forgeries? Because I'm going to sue every state of the United States. You know, you should have just allowed my sons to call me. But since you've deprived me of your employment, yes, the obligation of the enforcement of the laws, and you've been utilized by each and every elections district of each and every election, I'm going to sue. I know you're upset, but I just wanted you to know, okay? There's what's known as tampering, yes, with a witness, victim, or an informant. Pooch. Now, I talked to you about this? Yes, you did. What happens when a county's election department, yes, that has been signature verification trained, yes, has knowledge because an informant informed them of a felony known as a forgery. Now, the preventing of the communication by any person to law enforcement officers, the commission or possible commission of a federal offense is a forgery of an elected oath of office a federal offense? Yeah. Is it a federal offense for any county election official? Yes, that has been signature verification trained. To have knowledge of a forgery? Yes. What happens when a voter uses a forgery to vote in any election? Have you ever informed law enforcement? You're like, you know what? This person is impersonating a citizen of the United States, and you have to be a citizen to vote, don't you? Now, I don't care what the president said today. I sent you an email about the citizen of the United States. I am absolutely sure that there are no individuals in the United States that have the legal right to vote for any person in office. Now, for all the illegals in the United States that think that they should identify themselves, yes, they should march on Washington. We should have the 2 million person non legal residents, not citizens of the United States, march on Washington to inform the president that he should never enforce citizen laws of the United States.